According to reports in several Spanish media outlets, US international Christian Pulisic is set to leave Chelsea after struggling to nail down a regular spot in Thomas Tuchel's starting 11 this season. The young winger has all the talent in the world to shine on the biggest stage, but it appears that he has to take his tools elsewhere to be recognised. Chelsea are also likely to lose several other players in the upcoming transfer windows. Andrea Belotti, meanwhile, is likely to leave Torino once his contract at the club expires, with the Italian attracting interest from a host of teams in Europe. Arsenal might have to let go of Pierre Emerick Aubameyang in January after the Gabonese was removed from the squad that registered a crucial win over Southampton due to disciplinary reasons. PSG have not given up on Kylian Mbappe and have already started negotiations with the player's representatives. Can they convince the young forward to stay? Juventus are going to launch a full-scale offensive to sign Mauro Icardi, even though they might have their own financial problems to deal with. Welcome back to Goalside, everyone. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe as we look to continue to bring you all the latest updates from the game that we all love so much. Before we get started, we want to share the sponsor of today's video. The OneFootball app is the ultimate football platform and is a must-have for every football fan so that you can follow all of your favourite leagues, teams and players all the time right from your phone. You can be sure to turn on notifications for specific players to be instantly alerted when they score a goal or when they're involved in other breaking news. It's the best and easiest way to stay up to date with everything football. Click the link in the description down below to download the app right now. You won't regret it. In an uncomfortable situation at PSG, Mauro Icardi could return to Italy next January. Juventus, who appreciate the profile of the Argentine striker, are sharpening their tools and hope to win the bet. Mauro is waiting for the opportunity to play. He's had a problem lately, but he's fine again. He works the same as players who have fewer minutes waiting for his chance. This is what Mauricio Pochettino said at a press conference about striker Mauro Icardi, who's had to settle for crumbs behind Mbappe, Messi, Neymar and Angel Di Maria. Because the stats of the Argentine international have not been the best since the start of the 2021-2022 fiscal year, he's found the net 3 times for the capital club in 748 minutes, played over 18 games over all competitions. This is a situation that has to be frustrating for a player recruited for €50 million from Inter Milan. Obviously, Mauro Icardi's position in Paris has alerted several European teams that are eager to strengthen their ranks with an experienced striker, especially since he's one of the 7 players who PSG could part with during the winter transfer window. According to our information, Juventus are preparing to make a move for the PSG number 9. La Vecchia Signora have informed the player's entourage that they will soon submit an offer to PSG to sign him on loan with an option to buy, the same model that saw the Parisians snatch the Argentinian from the clutches of Inter in the summer of 2020. Wanda Nara, the wife and agent of the man concerned, has already discussed things with Juventus in Turin. It now remains to be seen whether the runaway Ligue 1 leaders will allow the move to happen or not. You don't have to be a seer to predict that Kylian Mbappe will experience very hectic weeks until February 15th, 2022, the date of the knockout stages of the Champions League game between Paris Saint-Germain and Real Madrid. PSG's shining jewel, coveted by Los Blancos, will be the centre of attention throughout the course of the encounter. After publicly confirming that he'd wanted to leave the club in the capital last summer, the 2018 world champion will be watched and scrutinised, especially by a Spanish press which is counting down the days separating him from January 1st, the date from which he can engage freely with the club of his choice and even officially announce it. In Madrid, people dreamed of such a scenario, but the Champions League draw has changed the situation somewhat. Can Real Madrid really make such an announcement just before their encounter with the French giants? For Mbappe, this would make this double confrontation even more unbearable. One thing is certain, PSG have not given up on extending the player's contract. L'Equipe reveals that talks for an extension have recently resumed. No financial data has been specified, but the Daily recalls that the latest proposal would already make the number 7 the best paid player in the workforce. Will Paris really have a chance? While PSG's flashy summer transfer window and its lucrative extension offer did not have the desired effect on the player, Parisian leaders are now praying that their team does not suffer the on-field humiliation at the hands of Madrid, because if this happens, Paris would then have very few arguments in store to convince their prized asset to stay put. Since signing for Arsenal in the summer of 2017, Pierre Emerick Aubameyang has established himself as a leader of the London side, so much so that today he's the club's captain and their best paid player. However, in recent weeks, the Gabon international has had issues to sort out with manager Mikel Arteta. After being axed from the matchday squad against Southampton for disciplinary reasons, the former Borussia Dortmund star's future is in question. While the star forward was allowed to go to France to meet his mother, Auba returned a day late, which was why he was sanctioned by the club. The story might have ended there, but the attitude of the player was disappointing. It's now being reported that the Gunners might take the captain's armband from him. Certain players and members of the coaching staff in the locker room still have doubts about the player's ability to wear the armband that he's worn since the Emery era. In addition, the relations between Aubameyang and Arteta are believed to be cordial, but nothing more. An ambient unease in the face of which Arteta does not want to make any mistakes. Clearly, the Spaniard will be very reluctant to remove the captain's armband from his attacker for fear of making matters worse and causing more turmoil in the locker room. However, if the right offer comes, he might allow the club captain to leave. Under contract until June 2022 with Torino, Andrea Belotti should leave for free next summer. This is in any case what Urbano Cairo, the president of the Turin club, has implied during an appearance on Sky Italia. "I don't see much chance of extending his contract, but we'll see," he said of the European champion. At the age of 27 and with a proven track record of scoring goals on a regular basis, Belotti is not going to be short of suitors. Reports have already linked him with a move to West Ham United, where David Moyes is likely to be given enough funds to bring in some more players. Bought by a Saudi fund last October, Newcastle United will be one of the main players in the next transfer market. Also, according to journalist Fabrizio Romano, the Magpies will be very interested in Sven Botman and have placed the Lille defender at the top of their wish list. AC Milan are also tracking the Dutchman, who was courted last summer by Wolverhampton, Atalanta and Sevilla FC. If the Magpies come up with a substantial offer, then Lille will be forced to do business, given their financial issues. Chelsea are in quite a muddle. As things stand, the reigning European champions are set to lose out on the services of Thiago Silva, Antonio Rudiger, Cesar Azpilicueta and Andreas Christensen. All four defenders are integral members of Thomas Tuchel's starting 11, but they've not been tied down to long-term deals at present. This is a worrisome thing since all four men will be free agents in June 2022. Christian Pulisic, on the other hand, is struggling to nail down a regular spot in the starting 11. Thomas Tuchel clearly doesn't trust him enough to get the job done. All this is being observed by Barcelona, who need to make financially savvy moves in the upcoming transfer window. According to Mundo Deportivo, FC Barcelona will target Cesar Azpilicueta, Antonio Rudiger and Christian Pulisic. For the American international winger, the Blaugrana would like a loan in January, specifies the Spanish Daily. As for the two defenders, the Catalan club would like to sign them for free next summer. Recruiting Azpilicueta and Rudiger under these conditions is a possibility for Barca, but for Christian Pulisic, it seems unlikely that Chelsea will loan him out during the season. However, this does not mean that the Catalan giants won't give it a shot. The former Dortmund star is eager to go to a place where he's given a fair chance, and Barcelona might be eager to do that. Xavi Hernandez is not happy with the overall output of his attacking players, with Memphis Depay slowly moving back to the average displays that ended his career at Man United a few years ago. Pulisic, on the other hand, is looking for a fresh start and wouldn't be against the idea of finishing the second half of the campaign at another club. Meanwhile, Andy Robertson believes Chelsea to be serious contenders for winning the Premier League this season. The Blues are in third in the league at the moment, but have struggled for consistency in recent times. However, the Liverpool fullback is certain that Chelsea will have a role to play in the league title. He said, "Us and City have been here before, and then Chelsea, since Tuchel came in, have been a really good team. Really solid, obviously winning the Champions League, and they will fancy their chances this season."